Once I read that panel and I couldn't see Luffy's eyes, I knew he was saucing up. Kizaru, Saturn, how you gonna let Luffy manhandle y'all like Nah, y'all getting cooked in the group chat on everything. Right off the bat, the story didn't move forward too much. Like, I mean, we still kind of in the same place. The Marines still trying to fade Bonnie. Vegapunk's on death row. Caribou's still begging to be Teach's side piece. Luffy and Sanji still got that 2-on-2 versus Saturn and Kizaru. Zoro's still being catfished by Rob Lucci. Something along the lines of, you thought you were still the main villain, but you're not that guy anymore. Oh, now this is where it gets a little hot. Vegapunk about to snitch. Not even snitch. He just straight telling. He got them speakers on max too. So it turns out whenever I look at my YouTube analytics, a lot of people who actually watch this channel are from my YouTube recommendations. Y'all not even subscribed. So if you like this kind of content, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button too. I'll appreciate it. Thanks. The Admiral and the gorosei disrespect will never stop. Y'all about to be free eats in the group chat. Kizaru, you low-key deserve it though, because you snuck Sanji, and that move on Vegapunk was a cheap shot. I get it, Kizaru. You have inner turmoil. You have conflicted feelings. It may even be that time of the month. Maybe. At an earlier point in time, you and Vegapunk may have been close. Friends even. Maybe even besties. But bro, pick a side. This entire arc, you've been half-assing everything. You could have killed Vegapunk literally whenever you wanted to. If you gonna kill Vegapunk, stop playing and go run those pockets. You got me looking dumb as hell week after week, telling the viewers that you about to flip on Saturn and the rest of the world government. And each and every week, you continue to disappoint. Come on, bro. Get it together. Get it together. Get some help. Go for a walk. Go see a counselor or something, you half-baked giraffe. God damn, you got me tight. Gear 5 is the most dangerous power in the world. I can see why the gorosei were willing to risk a war with Kaido just before Luffy was about to tap in. Gear 5's nonchalant mannerisms kinda hit me like the Hulk. When he walks around his banner, I mean, this man cooler than ice. But the moment you say that one yo mama joke, all of a sudden you gonna need Black Widow to hit that high note. Saturn comes back with a new form. I mean, nothing crazy. I mean, size-wise, he's definitely heavier. Definitely took an extra plate or two. More. Claws are bigger too. He got venom coming out the tip. No, not like that. Like, you know, he got hands, like he got claws like legs, and you know, there's venom at the end of it, so you get poisoned, you see. I don't really like 2024 because it's hard to talk these days. You say something and you picture something else. In the midst of Sanji trying to escape with Vegapunk, Luffy becomes jump resistant and starts to cook. Luffy grabs Kizaru. Not even grabs, he crushes Kizaru so hard that he got blood coming out the corner lip, and he just suns Saturn, giving him that Ichigo and Aizen treatment. Vegapunk about to air out the entire world government's dirty laundry. Like, I'm like, hey, this could be a problem. Like, a problem that's gonna put a target on your back. The last time information leaked about the world government, like I'm talking the gorosei, Emu demolished an entire island just to make sure the information didn't leak. That's how tight-lipped they be. I can imagine once the world finds out that they actually have a sole ruler, that'll throw the entire world into chaos. I can imagine that actually being the major egghead incident. So Caribou's with Van Augur and Katarina Devon, and I mean, he begging him to see Teach, to the point where he's willing to leak information about Pluton and Poseidon, information that only the Straw Hats actually have. At this point, if the information reaches Blackbeard, this puts the Blackbeard pirates and the Straw Hats neck and neck for the One Piece, because they have the same amount of information. Information about the final ancient weapon and the last poneglyph is probably in Elbaf, which is where we're going next. And Shanks just being there, I'm assuming he's definitely gone. I think at that point, Blackbeard will intercept Shanks. Now, if we're talking combatively, Shanks is best in Blackbeard, 100%. Like, Shanks ain't got no devil fruit, but that hockey is nice. Like, that hockey is different. In addition to, the only way Blackbeard is winning that confrontation with Shanks is if he plays dirty. We know Blackbeard's a dirty pirate. When they fought with Law, that was a 4-on-1. Yeah, Law had his crewmates and stuff, but let's keep it a whole buck here. They weren't doing nothing. Beppo nice, but then everybody else basically fought her. The Giants and the Straw Hats are allies, so that would by default also make them the enemies of the Blackbeard pirates. I don't see them walking into Elbaf asking for what they need, but I do see them ambushing Shanks and taking what they want. This is all speculation, so take it with a grain of salt. We see nothing from Zoro and Rob Lucci, and looking at last week's chapter from the exchange they had, this is definitely giving me Zoro and Monet vibes. Personally, Zoro's in control of the fight and he can definitely end it when he wants to. Oda's just stalling them just for plot purposes. When Zoro fought with Monet, I mean, he was chilling, but when it was time to wrap up and cook, wrapped it up, and that was it. He was done. The Giants helped Franky escape from a vice admiral, and that vice admiral was about to give Franky those 10 fingers of death. Now he goes on wondering if Dory and Bragi are the masters that Usopp have been talking about. I can't not get over this. This is the perfect opportunity to give Usopp some development, character-wise and also strength-wise. He got that fight with Van Auga coming up, and I mean, that fight with the Blackbeard Pirates around the corner, so I mean, they can't be playing no more. We had an upgrade for Usopp in Dressrosa with the observation hockey. Well, it was hockey, observation, yes, but that was really it. Outside of that, we haven't had an upgrade for him since then. Everybody in Wano, with the exception of Franky, Brooke, and Chopper, everyone else got some sort of upgrade to the point where they got stronger in some capacity. So we need that for Usopp, because right now Usopp is at the bottom of the barrel. Chopper don't even fight, but I know he whooping Usopp. I know Usopp can be very creative with the way he fights, but that fight with Van Auga, man, I mean, when I saw that episode 2 weeks ago, that was insane. That was different. We know he ain't playing, so Usopp, man, you gotta get it together. But that's all for me. This chapter was actually a good chapter. I definitely enjoyed it. We didn't move at a crazy pace. It was a relatively slow chapter. We didn't do too much. I think we're at the point now where we're reaching the final lap of Eggheads. I definitely want to see if what Vegapunk is trying to air out actually reaches the world. The last time this happened in Lucia, Sabo was only trying to contact the Revolutionary Army, and well, that didn't get through and the island was gone. So there's that. But yeah, outside of that, that's all for me. Let me know your thoughts below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace.